What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be talking none other than about the Market Watch. So, as long as you heard the bell, that means we have another Market Watch, shall we? Without further ado, hopefully you guys are ready because we got cards to talk about for BT11 because they're cards we should be avoiding, not buying into, and other fun shenanigans like that. Without further ado, hopefully you liked the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it, shall we? First off, we're going to talk about Greymon from Starter Deck 01, Gaia Force Starter Deck 1. TCG player for its regular art is $14.50, while card market's at €5, going down. So the 14 is just holding strong there. And the reason why I'm going to be bringing this card up is because I justify the price, shall we say. TCG player, though, for its Judge promo version is $15.70 going down, while card market's at €14.49 going down as well. Reason for these cards probably to expect the down climb and downshift is that most of the decks kind of start avoiding these plus security because the deck isn't all about punching face anymore. It's about being a mid-range deck. So I don't see value in it like it used to be, but also you're going to see a massive downshift in the next couple weeks once we get the full art Greymon that comes out in the winners pack. Basically, if you win your pre-release, you have access to this card. So expect this to start tanking fast once we get closer to that and we get flooded by the market of the winners packs of those full arts. TCG player for the, tournament promotional pack, the original one. So this one is sitting at $17.90 going down, while card market's at €4.99 going down as well. TCG player for its alternate art is at $28.90 going down, while card market's at €24.47 going down as well. As I mentioned before, it's just all about timing and everything like that. And the deck is starting to phase out of wanting to play this because it's not worth it. Just the extra security check is nice against certain other decks, but for the grind game that it wants to play against, this is your biggest issue here. Next card we're going to talk about is Vmom from New Awakening, BTO. TCG player is at, guess what, 33 cents going down, while card market is at 2 cents going down for the regular art. The reason why I'm talking about this is because it's also getting its full art released as entry for entering the participation event. So that's something to really think about there. TCG players at $18.25 going up, while card market's at €6.50 going down. So this pre-release stamped one, I wouldn't touch it because the full art's coming. So I do not suggest investing into this card at all. I don't think it's worth it. You'll just be tossing money away. So avoid the pre-release stamp at all cost, in my opinion. Next card, though, we have from Classic Collection EX01. So TCG players $1.99 going up, while card market's at 80 cents going down. Reason for this is we're probably seeing more hype for All Force. All Force does play this Classic Collection one, and it's the more easier accessible one. And we kind of always had this rare be more expensive until the alternate art came out a little while back. So TCG players at $38.45 going up, while card market's at €11.15 going up as well. So I think that's pretty decent. Next, we have Tai Kamiya V-Tamer promotional. This card, as I mentioned last week and a few weeks ago, expect this to start climbing as we get closer to All Force. People are backing All Force and really thinking this deck's going to really do some damage. And I wouldn't be surprised. But you also have to take in with a grain of salt that it might not do anything. So you have to really think about that. TCG players at $12.50 going up, while card market is following slowly but surely at €5.87 going up. So taking that from the perspective of what we're going to be looking at, I think Tai V-Tamer here is going to just be expensive until they give it some sort of reprint. If we get the reprint booster, that might be the best way of expecting this card to come down. Next card we're going to talk about is Leomon from Digital Hazard EX02. He comes up now and again because it's Leomon. So TCG players at $7, while card market's at €4.59 going up for the regular art. And I kind of expect that. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary there. TCG player, though, is at $24 going up, while card market's at €6.29 going up as well. Kind of expected. Leomon hype is coming for us. There's BT13 possibility of having, Bancho Leomon burst mode. I wouldn't be surprised by that. So that would instantly bring this stuff up further, and hype behind that, even though that's not until July, basically. People will hype up cards like that very easily. So it's something you got to keep on your radar, especially with BT11 around the corner. You will expect Leomon to climb up like that. So what we're going to talk about is Jerry next. It's basically Tamer of the Week for her. So as long as Leomon goes up from EX02, expect Jerry to have the same effect. CCG player, though, is at $22 going up, while card market's at €9 going up as well. So I'm not surprised by this. Jerry is just expected to be an expensive card. I mean, hey, Jerry is always going to be playing a Leomon, and we can see that as long as Leomon is going to be viable in the set, or deck can play Leomon, you're going to expect Jerry to be part of it, because those two go hand in hand. They bridge very nicely for you, and you can just do some crazy shenanigans that way. So I think that's kind of where you want to be with some of this, and I think if we can get there, we can really see some nice work, in my opinion. But with that, remember to keep a watchful eye on like Jerry, especially when it comes down to if the decks get some decent support. But at the end of the day, it's up to you if you guys are going to be playing the Leomon package in your deck or if you're not. Next card we're going to talk about, though, is Omnimon X Antibody from Cross Encounters BT10. So the reason why I'm talking about this card is that it's going up on our side pretty quickly for its alternate art. But there is some things you want to keep an eye on, is that one, Omnimon X Antibody is very much playable in any way, shape, or form you think about it, because it's always going to be viable as long as there is a good red deck and a really good blue deck. Because, hey, going into this, as long as it's X Antibody themed, you're going to have some decent value out of it. Card applies a lot of pressure by himself with no extreme setup required, and being able to spin back Digimon and then just basically rip out your opponent's security is really nasty, especially if you want to get rid of threats. So I think this is really good thinking here. TCG players looking at $30.50 going up, while card market's at €13 going down. So I think that's very important to keep up with. Next card we're going to talk about is Monseal from the alternate art from Cross Encounters BT10. Reason I'm talking about this is plain and simple. There are going to be a bunch of Royal Knight decks coming forwards. There's going to be a lot of, Sistermon support probably in the future because of all the fantastic X Antibodies for Royal Knights that are going to come out. And this means we have so much playability. And being able to Digivolve your Digimon up into the next stage of a Royal Knight really can do some major damage. So either going for X Antibody, its regular art, or its regular form, Sister Monseal will help out. And if they get some more ways of being able to play her, or even just hard playing her from your hand, can lead to just getting into your boss Digimon. So especially Jessmon being still a good deck, and the support it got in the next wave really can lead to being some power plays. TG players looking at $28.92 going up, while card market's at €17 going up as well. So I have no objections with it. Next card we're going to talk about, though, is Coramon Premier Tournament Event 2021 from the Battle of Omnimon. This card, reason I'm talking about this is plain and simple. TCG players at $104 going up, while card market's at €60 going down, or $60. Reason I'm talking about this is Black War Greymon X, or the Greymon tribal decks in general. What's going to happen? Well, first off, we do have a Coramon that gives 1000 DP, and then we have the Coramon that draws. Whichever one wins the debate right now, do you need draw or do you need to gain that 1000 DP, will really apply the market's value here. If the DP wins out, DP to go up crazy, and expect this card to start coming down more and more. But if for any reason the DP loses and the draw wins out, that means the draw will definitely go up more and more. So that's something to really think about there. Next card we're going to talk about, though, is my Nerveamon from Cross Encounters BT10. The reason I'm talking about this is it's getting support in the next set. BT11 is giving it support. Will the support contest what the meta is? Maybe. But it also will contest in the purple only event, though. those will have, you know, the winner cards and stuff like that. Chase very important cards for you to win. So my Nerveamon can definitely contest that. So something to really want to keep on your radar. TCG players at $2 going up, while card markets at 18. Just kidding. Card markets at 88 cents going down. TCG player for its alternate art is $24.75 going down, while card markets at $16.99 going down as well. The only reason why I think a lot of my Nerveamon lists topped in JP was because of the purple only events going around. If it wasn't for that, I think the deck would have done a lot worse. But because of that trial deck event where you win a Beelzemon winner card, that was very important at the end of the day. So I think my Nerveamon will see probably a little more spike once we get closer to, you know, March. But outside of that, I don't see it going too crazy. Red Memory Boost, the promotional 03, the next adventure box promotional pack. This one is the alternate art. We have another announcement for the reprint set for that art is going to have an alternate art. But that depends if we get the reprint set or not. A lot of people are on fence with that, and it's really going to screw with the market if we don't get it. So right now, a lot of the stuff dipped because of it, but expect it to spike right up if we do not get the reprint set. TCG players looking at $14.99 going down, while card markets at 17 euros going down as well. So like I said, this is probably the reprints of side effect and nothing really too out of the ordinary there. You'll be playing this in your War Greymon deck very easily. Next card we're going to talk about is Pikmons from Cross Encounter pre-release cards, BT10. So this card, avoid at all costs. I do not recommend buying it or investing into it. TCG players at $15 going up, while card markets at €6.55 going up. So we do know that mid-January, we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff with this. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to expect Pikmons to have its foil. So this pre-release stamp loses out on it because immediately the Pikmon has an alternate art and a foil. Just throw this away. You don't need this, so do not invest into this if you're planning on playing cross arts and stuff like that. Not worth to invest into a pre-release stamp that basically gets phased out by its alternate art. So that's really my take on that. Next card we're going to talk about is Commandramon from Great Legends pre-release cards. TCG players at $5.43 going down, while card markets at 10 euros going up. This is going to drop further because, again, the alternate art is now a box topper option for BT11. Do not waste your money on it. Do not invest into it. I don't think there's any value in it. That's just my opinion, but that's just me. Next card we're going to talk about, though, is Dora Brickman, alternate art from Dragonic Roar. This deck is definitely a sleeper deck. Do not sleep on it. It has a powerhouse behind it, and I'm not surprised. So something to really just keep an eye out on because Dora Brick is just going to do a lot of damage. TCG players looking at $8.99 going down, while card markets at $5 or €5 going down as well. So expect this to go down as we go on. I have no objections on it, Dora Brickman. And then finally, Metalpteranimon Premium Deck Set Lucky Pack Classic Collection EX1. TCG players at $19.98 going up, while card markets at €23 going up as well. And pretty much bought out. There's only 2 listings left. This card is seeing play in, guess what? Machinedramon, boys and girls. So just keep that on your radar. I think this is something to just really look at the end of the day. I don't see too crazy amount of value in it outside of just being the Machinedramon fodder. So that's just me. Hopefully, guys, you liked the video. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You know the drill. And guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!